I'm gonna get back to the truck. For one, the bugs are getting me. Two, traffic's slowed down, but when trucks or anything does go by, it's they're ripping. And three, because man, there's probably more bears out here. That's so crazy. I'm going on a road trip, so I'm heading out, me and Waco. Are driving across Ontario.
Hey, look at this waterfall right there.
Dead bear. Huge dead bear. What's up, YouTube? So today I'm going on a road trip to Ville-Marie, Quebec, which is just in western half of Quebec, on the actual border of Ontario and Quebec. So it's about a 11-hour drive based on the route that I plan on taking. I contemplated the scenic route, but I don't know. Do I feel like adding an extra hour or two on the drive? Maybe, we'll see. I'm gonna get a coffee first because I haven't done that yet. And it's 8 a.m. Eastern time right now. Kyle and I just checked the fluids on the truck, driving the Cummins. Getting a sailboat, by the way. I feel like I haven't mentioned that yet. And not only a sailboat, but a trimaran. If you know anything about sailing, you know there are, or boats in general, I guess. You know there are monohulls and multi-hull boats. And a trimaran is a multi-hull. There's 3 hulls. One more than a catamaran, which has 2 hulls, in case you're not keeping up. But anyway, trimarans are a pretty special boat to us. We grew up watching Waterworld only, forever. And I know a lot of people don't like that movie, but we love it, Kyle and I, growing up watching it. And our dad was a huge fan because in the movie, Kevin Costner sails a trimaran. And it's a cool trimaran, huge. I think it's a 60-foot trimaran. You can actually, there's 2, I believe, that they used in the movie, and one of them's recently sold, and it's in a collector's garage or something in San Diego. But anyway, the trimaran's a super cool boat, fastest sailboat you can buy. Overall, I mean, like, there's some really fast monohulls, but usually, even if you think about the race around the world, they use trimarans. They use hydrofoiling trimarans. Sail GP uses hydrofoiling catamarans. So there's a lot to the multi-hull thing. That being said, America's Cup uses monohulls, but they're hydrofoiling. So is the hull really on the water? I don't know. Regardless, the trimaran that I'm buying is a WindRider Rave trimaran. So it's 17 feet. It's called a Rave. I personally love raving, so this is just so perfect. But also, it has hydrofoils, and it came out in the early, like between 1998 and 2003, I believe, is when they made them. They only made 136 of them, then they discontinued them. So this is one of 136. And it was a boat way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time. No other boat was hydrofoiling. Or hydrofoiling wasn't even popular. It was starting to be known then, but it wasn't popular until the 2013 America's Cup or something, because that's when everyone saw, whoa, you can actually go way faster, not be pounding off the waves by hydrofoiling. So this trimaran hydrofoil is probably one of the OG boats to do that, and it's fast, apparently. Some guy on a forum said he's got one up to 41 knots before, which is crazy. But on average, like 25, maybe 30, which is still crazy. It's still really fast for a 17-foot sailboat. And yeah, so anyway, it's gonna be fun.
So I'm heading out, me and Waco, for rescue / recovery for the boat. Yeah, Waco's pretty eager to go out there. And hey, buddy. What's that? Is that merch? Did you get a hat? Where'd you get that, buddy? Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna try that on. Wow. That fits nice. So I guess we have merch now. That's cool.
Are driving across Ontario in a brand new, well, as new as it gets, 2016 F350 Super Duty with 34,000 kilometers. And we're just taking it for a little highway ride. We're just stretching its legs, seeing what it can do. We're averaging 16.4 liters per 100, which is about 2 liters better than my 1994 Ford F-250 gets with the 460. It's going well. All right, so I'm in Nipigon, Ontario. If you don't know, it's a small little town on Lake Superior still. Cute little place. Fun fact, it's known for having the smallest Canadian Tire in the entire country. Pretty cool. And yeah, it's only about an hour outside of Thunder Bay. So it's the very first stop on the drive. However, I'll pop up the map here in a second because there's a few different routes that I could be taking to get to Ville-Marie. And I was contemplating the scenic lookout, or the scenic route rather, following the lake all the way down to Sault Ste. Marie, and then even actually all the way to Sudbury, and then going north from there again. It's about 14 and a half hours. Didn't feel like tagging on that much extra time. And there's another one that would go all the way down to Wawa, which is still partially scenic. But then I thought, well, I might as well take Highway 11, which is near and dear to my heart because I used to take it all the time going back and forth from Ottawa to Thunder Bay in the wintertime. And I haven't driven it since leaving Ottawa back in 2021. Yeah, right before I left the country for the first time. And so it holds a special place in my heart. It'll be pretty nostalgic. Even this drive alone, driving out to Nipigon, obviously did a lot growing up for whatever reasons with family, but even playing hockey out in Scriber, which is another hour from here. So, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've driven this way, especially solo. And I'm enjoying it thus far. Highways are smooth. There was a sign, it was a new sign that says, "You're in Superior Country." We like that. We like that. We like the merch too, by the way. Superior Island merch. Not dropping yet. We just got some stuff for ourselves. Leave a comment if you think you would want something. A hat, maybe a shirt. But yeah, super pumped up for this boat. I keep thinking about it the whole time we're driving here. Highway widen out here, looks like. And this is the bridge that connects all of Canada on the two-gender highway. Told you, pretty cool bridge when it works. On Highway 11. This is the turn off. See, right after the bridge, we're officially in Eastern Canada. Everything prior to was way better in Western Canada. Used to buy Chew over here at this Res gas station. Oh yeah, still got the Grizzly. Fuck, should I grab some? Just for old time's sake, maybe? Alright, this is it, Highway 11. Which is a lot less scenic, but at the very start of it at least, it's quite nice. You get the rock cuts, you got whatever lake this is. Lake Helen, actually. That's what it is. That's the reserve that we just left. always say in our videos, guys, Northern Ontario is Jurassic World. It is so incredible. These rock formations that are all around this area. I never appreciated it growing up until I lived elsewhere and came back to realize that, look at this waterfall right there. Look at that. Incredible. Absolutely stunning. Apparently there was some seismic, volcanic type of activity, who knows how many millions of years ago, and that's what all this was formed by. And it's some of the oldest exposed rock in the world, which is crazy. And just how life continues to grow all around it, the trees right on the rock. Similar to the island. The island's is the exact same way, just rock with so many trees built on it. Yeah, I mean, people complain about Highway 11, but I swear, at least the beginning of it, stunning. Stunning. It's not the Lake Superior view, which you get on Highway 17, but man, it is still fantastic. This whole area is just such a gift to be driving through.
So I just got word that Kyle is doubtful we can make a full video out of this week, since we're not actually going to the island and all kind of all over the place doing different things. In light of that, I thought it would be fun to see if we can prove him wrong. I guess that's going to require me to actually talk a little bit for a change, so yeah, some stuff I've been up to this past month back at my place. I have a bit of a kind of farm thing going on. The main reason for that, it's not for like saving money, making money, selling stuff. I genuinely enjoy it and find it fun. So when I'm not doing island stuff, I'm pretty much all in out there, and those are kind of like the two things I find the most exciting lately. Where was I with that? I guess over this past month, I had a friend come out with a big bulldozer, Cat D8, which, if anyone's familiar, it's pretty huge. And we cleared a few acres, got all that tidied up to make pasture land for the cows, the sheep, and the few goats that I have left. I picked up a Jersey cow and a heifer Jersey calf. So, sort of moving away from the goats. The goats were initially for milk, but now that I have this Jersey cow, sort of move away from the goats a bit. Anyways, yeah, so we cleared some land to start making pastures. That was great. Got it cleared, went well. A couple days only with that huge dozer. And then my good friend Ed came by. He's been a huge help over the last few years. It's been awesome. And he brought his tractor and his discs. So we busted up all the balls of clay and got the ground all nice, and then seeded it. Ran a little drag over it with my quad to sort of bury all the grass seed that we broadcast. And then it just so happened that the very next day after we finished seeding and getting everything all prepped, we got a huge amount of rain, and then it got hot, and then it rained, got hot, soaked in, dried up pretty quick, and then we got a nice big dump of rain again, and everything is already starting to sprout in about a week, so that's huge. So actually, now we're just pulling up the lake here. I can see Waco getting excited. He knows where we are.
I just saw a massive black bear, and I'm sorry to announce that I did not get my phone out in time to take a cool video or picture. I tried in my rear view mirror, but I was cruising at around $120, and there's other vehicles around me, and I was trying to focus on the road. But yeah, huge black bear, so that was cool. I'm currently on a stretch between Long Lac, Ontario, where I stopped to have a bite to eat, and Hearst. It's, I think, a little over 200 kilometers. I used to think it was 300, or maybe it's 300 at Kapuskasing or something like that, but regardless, it's a good 2.5, 3 hour stretch with nothing. And this section of the highway, I mean, again, this is the safer route, especially in the wintertime, as opposed to following Lake Superior, where it's a lot more windy and hilly. So this is the safer route. Kyle and I, again, I drove this all the time back in the day, going back and forth from Ottawa to Thunder Bay. Kyle used to come with me a few times. And there was once actually where did we go? Oh yeah, we were driving back to Thunder Bay at Christmas time because he flew down to Ottawa. We renewed our Swiss passports in Montreal, and then we drove back in a rental Volkswagen Golf, a white one. That's important note because we were driving through a snowstorm in a white little car. And I remember we got stuck in the snow at the McDonald's parking lot in Hearst. And we were unsure whether we would continue or not, but we said, screw it, we're gonna keep going anyway. We carried on through the worst driving conditions I've ever been in. And we were in this little white Golf. We couldn't see anything in front of us. We had to speed up and get right until we would have to be about 10 or 20 feet from a transport to be able to know that we were behind it, because there would be these swells of snow that were coming up. And anyway, it was very sketchy. We barely made it, but luckily at that time we did make it to Long Lac. We stayed a night there at it's not a Four Seasons, it's called like a Four Wind or something motel. We stayed there, which was great, because actually they ended up closing the highway right after we got there, so no one could leave anyway. It was that bad. And the next day it was good. They plowed, the highway was open, all that. But that's the current stretch that I'm on right now. So again, just bringing back some good old memories. You gotta love it. But it's also a lot less pretty. I mean, the trees are nice for sure, but that's pretty much all you're looking at. Because this is considered the northern route, where instead of going down the lakes, you're going up and then down. So it was nice in Nipigon area because you were still close to Lake Superior and you have all that rock formation around there. But afterwards it gets real dull up until, I guess, Cochrane, kinda. Even then it's still nothing great, but that's fine. It's the shorter route. That's another reason I used to take it back and forth from Ottawa, because it is about an hour or two shorter, which makes a difference when you're trekking for a full day. But damn, I wish I got a video of that bear. That was crazy. And I thought this morning too, I figured I was gonna see some animals. I didn't know what I was gonna see yet, but a bear is iconic. And everyone, when they think of Canada, especially Europeans, they think of bears. And oh my God, you have bears there. Yeah, we do have bears. And they're obviously present. I don't have proof, but they are. And it was a cool one just because it was so big. I mean, sometimes you see little ones, but yeah, to see a huge bear. And even right now, I'm going to show you guys, I'm behind 7 transports or something. It's crazy. It's not great passing conditions. Oh, is that a dead bear? I gotta go take a quick picture of that. That's crazy. There we go. So we're still seeing a bear, but one that got absolutely schmucked. That's crazy. Hold the phone. So I'm out of the truck. I'm walking back to see that dead bear. There's probably some other... I mean, the fact that there's 2 bears within, I don't know, within 15 kilometers of each other makes me somewhat concerned, considering my truck's going to be all the way back there. but I gotta go see this bear. Dead bear. Huge dead bear. Got absolutely fucking smoked by something. That's crazy. Yeah, and there's some transport trucks that were just ripping by, so I don't know, man. He's probably crossing here or something, and it's on a bridge, so it's not like he had anywhere to go. Oh, stinks. Doesn't look old, though. Not that old, anyway. Damn. That's so wild. I've never seen something like this, like a dead bear, freshly killed up close. Look at the claws on that thing. Wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna get back to the truck. For one, the bugs are getting me. Two, traffic's slowed down, but when trucks or anything does go by, it's they're ripping. And three, because man, there's probably more bears out here. That's so crazy.
So while Cam drives east across Ontario, we're driving west. He's going to get a sailboat, and I'm going back to work for the last time ever. As most of you know, I've been doing a little 800 kilometers every single weekend, driving back and forth to my hometown while working out of town, and it's been fun, you know, great experience. Don't recommend, but you know, it's something. And this is my last ride ever doing it, so we decided to treat ourselves this week and take a new, to us, Super Duty, and you know, fully loaded, nice comfortable ride. Sure beats the 90s trucks that I've been driving, but yeah, something too. AC, functioning AC goes a long way. Oh, and Bluetooth and functioning radios, because that's a treat, something that you didn't get in the last decade, so we're enjoying it.
Well, we are in farmland, very close to crossing the Quebec border. I turned off Highway 11 a couple minutes ago, and we're in this beautiful farmland you can see behind me, which I actually enjoy. I love seeing this. And that's the humbling thing about doing a long country drive. You actually get to experience the fact that the vast majority, like not even close, is like this compared to the cities, right? Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, Calgary, even for that sake. The vast majority of the country looks like this. And was that my turn? A nice old couple. Hello. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love seeing this. I could drive through this all day. It actually reminds me of driving through Alberta. Maybe that's why I like it. Or even the prairies in general. A lot of people hate on the prairies, but I find it probably one of the more enjoyable drives. I haven't done the full Rocky drive yet through past Banff or anything, but I don't know. You feel like you're covering so much more ground going through the prairies. Something about it. I actually enjoy it. And also just seeing the change in landscape when you do a long enough drive and you get to experience that, where this looks way different than when we started up in Nipigon, if you guys remember that. So yeah, there's just, you know, something about it. It's pretty. We're almost in Quebec. Let's go. La belle province, which I actually love. I love Quebec. Most people hate on it. I love it. I speak French though, so it helps. They just get taxed way too hard. I mean, all of Canada does, let's be real. But Quebec, they especially love their tax. Well, they don't, but the government does. And yeah, so we're almost there. Temiskaming Lake, I believe, is the lake that this nice couple lives on, which is where they have the boat. So maybe I'll go for a little dip there and show you guys what it's all about. Temiskaming First Nation, and I believe we're off the reservation now. That's the lake this goes on. That is gorgeous from over here.
So here's our boat. It was full of water, now it's not. It's been resecured. Waco pumped all the water out. We'll be ready to go for next time. That would be one windy, cold, foggy, gnarly day out on Superior. Great weekend to travel. So while Cam drives east and Kyle drives west, I drive north, back home from pumping all the water out of the boat. Hero is a big word, but I think it will suffice.
We made it to Ville-Marie on Lake Temiskaming, and it is absolutely stunning. This is such a cute, quaint little place. Actually, I should grab my the case for the speaker here. But yeah, look at this cute little marina on this gorgeous lake. I was telling Kyle just now on the phone with him that it feels like I'm in Switzerland because I used to live there in the French part, Vaud. And there's a couple of lakes this reminds me of. First one being Lac Léman, just because of the size of it, maybe. But Lac Léman also has the French Alps on the other side, so it's more incredible, I guess you could say. And then the other one is Lac de Joux in Le Lieu, a few hours from Lausanne, where our cousins live. There's a Lac de Joux. Anyway, it seems exactly like this, because look how beautiful it is. It's so clean. And even the town, a cute little town of 2,000 people, very clean, super, super cute. Haven't seen any multi-hull boats yet though. Only monohulls for the sailboats. And we're out here getting a Trimaran because we are team multi-hull all the way. But yeah, basically I got here super, I don't know, it was weird. The whole vibe changed as soon as I pulled off the highway and got more into the farmland area. But also, I think crossing into the Quebec border, I like Quebec a lot. I used to work in Quebec. I always would have lived in Quebec had things gone differently a little bit earlier on in life. Always thought about it when I was living in Ottawa. And that's why I worked in Quebec, because it was so close. However, the whole Gatineau and Montreal thing, they're great, it's fine. But this small town Quebec, this is probably my first experience with it, other than Gatineau. And Gatineau is nothing special. It is so cute. It reminds me of Europe. Yes, because there's signs that are in French, but also the cleanliness. Obviously, people speaking French around here. The lake itself. This is gorgeous. I don't feel like I'm in Canada right now. And we live on Lake Superior, one of the most beautiful places. But this is just, I get it. I really do get it. This old couple that I'm buying the boat off of, I don't know how long they've been here. Remember I talked to the guy on the phone, he said they lived in Ontario for a bit. I know the wife is American originally. She moved up here. Wow, man. And I'm pretty sure the other side, maybe not there exactly, maybe it is Ontario. So you could still live in Ontario and be on this lake, which is stunning. Stunning. Does this not look fake behind me right now? It is completely real. Completely real. I'm just so amazed and so grateful. And maybe too, as much as the first part of the drive, and most of it really was nostalgic, being on Highway 11, the other side of it is, as soon as I turned off of that highway and was on new roads, something about that maybe perhaps more present because it was new, the novelty of it all, definitely felt it. But I was also more relaxed in general, driving through those farmlands and seeing the rolling hills. This is Western Quebec, northwestern Quebec is beautiful. Again, I've only ever really been in southern Quebec, Montreal, Gatineau, that area. Never ventured any further, but this whole experience has made me want to do a northern Quebec trip, which I've always seen it on a map and thinking that it's like northern Ontario, really. It's got to be beautiful. There's lakes everywhere. And it doesn't have Rocky Mountains, but it has mountains. And these are more like rolling hills, slightly larger than rolling hills, but still, this place is gorgeous. So I'm super grateful to be here. Super excited to buy the boat. That bear that we saw earlier, I was talking to one of my buddies, Wolf, and I wish I did this at the time. He told me about a tobacco offering when you come across a bear, especially if you're from the bear clan, because it's similar to a guardian angel, where if you give it a form of offering, or at least acknowledgement, I think that's more the premise of it, is giving it acknowledgement. By doing so, you are strengthening it. Same thing with angels. My mom collects angels, has them all over the house, and we've always felt like we had guardian angels because of that. And I never thought much of it until this girl that I was seeing a few years ago mentioned that, whoa, like, if you have a bunch of angels around you, I mean, you're inviting, you're acknowledging them, right? Which is cool that my mom does that, and we will continue to carry that on. But anyway, that bear, supposedly, had I given it an offering, it would be that, like a strengthening, it would be providing gifts for the rest of life. Which, I don't know, man, as much as I didn't give it tobacco, I got out of my truck and acknowledged it. Ain't no one else was doing that. But I'm grateful for that bear. Maybe its sacrifice led to a safe journey for me getting here. So, and I gotta feel that way in general, just because of the profound nature of being here now is so crazy. This is beautiful. Beautiful spot. I can't. It's crazy. I love it. I love life so much. It's such a gift. And hopefully you all feel the same, because at least that mentality is, again, acknowledging an acknowledgement of life, acknowledging its gifts, strengthens them, perhaps creates a more inviting environment for you to receive them. So anyway, I'm checked into the motel. There's a bar open till 10. I don't drink, but maybe we'll go play some pool or something. And that's pretty much it. Wanted to show you guys this pier and beautiful lake, because tomorrow morning I'll be up early anyway and going to get that boat at their actual house, which is on the same lake. And again, just so beautiful. I might actually have to just come down here for a swim in the morning before all else. This place is too beautiful to skip out on that. I don't care if I get home later. It's worth it. I drove all the way down here. It's probably worth checking it out for a little while longer. But anyway, that's it for tonight. We'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. I slept like a baby, and it feels great. I got a coffee from Cafe Sprint. It's a little gas station convenience store across the street. But the key here is that we are now going to get the Trimaran. So it's about a 3-kilometer drive up the street.
Oh, you got lift right away. He wasn't messing around. Okay, so that's that. We're about to hit the road, head out of Manitoba, ditch this province. Quick stop to get a trailer hitch for the Super Duty, because we're about to pick up a little surprise for the boys. Right, Christiane?
Right.
New boat coming to Superior Island YouTube channel near you.
Okay. So here's what happened. I got the boat, for starters. The boat is right here. The 17-foot WindRider Rave hydrofoiling Trimaran is secured. This morning was a little crazy, had some work to do before leaving the hotel. And then I had to obviously go meet the people for the boat. Very nice couple, by the way, shout out to them. Spent probably an hour and a half there at their place getting the rundown on the boat. We strapped it all up nicely, got the sails and everything in the box of the truck. And then I didn't leave that area, Ville-Marie, until probably 11. And then it's an 11-hour drive to get home, plus stops, so probably 12 hours. Probably get home by probably 11 o'clock. But I haven't filmed anything since then because I was just booking it, trying to get out of there, but also driving safely with the trailer. And it was raining. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, we got the boat. The boat is secured. And it is pretty sweet. Not doing justice just this camera alone, but yeah, we'll be going really fast on the water, faster than the wind. Once again, I'm in the beautiful town of Long Lac, about to grab some Robin's Donuts, polish off the last little bit of the drive, probably 3 hours left, and that's it. So I'll leave it here unless anything else crazy happens. Oh, one thing I should note, I was thinking about that dead bear a lot, and my buddy told me that, you know, it's nice to leave a tobacco offering when something like that happens. Hopefully the wind's not catching the mic too much. But I stopped. Well, I didn't stop, but there was a few places that I thought was where the bear was. So I was throwing pipe tobacco out my window as an offering, and then I finally did actually see it because I could see the stains of the blood still on the road, the concrete. So that way I threw out even extra at that place and thanked the bear spirit for my safe passage throughout this whole journey. So I feel like I not righted that wrong to a degree because I did stop to see the bear, but overall felt nice to acknowledge it at a greater level. And I didn't stop this time just with the trailer and everything, but anyway. So that's it for the travel vlog. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and you'll be seeing a lot of sailing content very soon. Like and subscribe. Thank you. So Kyle bought a new boat, apparently, on this trip that was just supposed to be a trip to Winnipeg to get a suit. And now he's getting home 12:30 at night, and he wants to surprise me with this new boat. I didn't even have a new boat, for a full week, and Kyle had to get a new one to one-up me, apparently. What does he got? Definitely has a boat. You see a trailer. I say that because there was a few times on the drive when he tried pretending like he wasn't bringing something home just to make me even more curious. What? Oh. Okay. Okay. Sylvan. Look at this. Wow. He actually bought a boat. I didn't believe him. All right, man.
Is it exactly what you were expecting?
No.
Bought the exact same boat we have.
Is it the exact same
The
boat?
Sylvan 2.0.
They just don't make them like this anymore.
Yeah, you know, I really wanted something more reliable, so we went ahead and we got an inboard.
The same boat.
Same boat that we've had this whole time, but an inboard.
Yeah, okay.
So,
How big?
we'll see.
What's this motor?
It's a 3-liter Merc Cruiser with an Alpha 1 outdrive. Nothing fancy. This is what they always ran. They're supposed to be reliable. Dad always told us not to buy inboard outboards, but here we are. The outboard didn't go very well, so we decided to try an inboard instead.
Yeah.
Same boat, different motor.
Okay. I kind of like our other one more.
Yeah, this was a steal of a deal, so
Was
I
it?
couldn't pass it up. Yeah.
Can you disclose the price?
Uh,
Or not? Tell me after.
it was really cheap.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So it's got to be reliable.
Does it work?
I don't know what better sign it is if it's cheap. Yeah, it runs great, dude.
Where was it?
In Steinbach.
Oh.
So it was on the way back. It was like 50 minutes out of the way. But well
Damn.
worth it, I thought.
Do
I
you
was
wanna-
surprised with how good a shape it was. It actually is in good shape. Like,
Yeah.
For the year, it's better than ours.
What year is
See, this
it?
one actually has a floor and it
does.
has seats that are bolted down. Look at that. No, this thing's mint. It's an 18-footer though.
Is it?
But yeah,
Oh.
size
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Really? Yeah, that's how
So-
you use it.
So it's all in how you use it.
Man. What year is this one?
Same.
97?
No, it's not. It's an 87. Late 80s.
So it's older.
It's older.
This is our
Some people
This is
upgrade.
our new boat.
Some people upgrade by getting new stuff. We just get older stuff.
Yeah. It's got to
But-
be more reliable if it's older. If it's
Yeah.
still around
Yeah.
and it's older, it's got to be more reliable.
Yeah.
That's the science.
I may have missed out on a super good boat. That was a really good deal and was like mint condition and much newer than our boat. So this was the alternative. This is the second best. This is the runner-up.
Well, new boat acquired. 2 new boats acquired
Yep.
this week. Didn't get to the island last weekend, but we got 2 new boats, and that's
Yeah,
huge.
we made up for it. So stay tuned while we test run each of these boats in the coming week, and watch our progress unfold.
Yep. So we're heading out tomorrow morning? No, sorry, Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning we'll be back on the island. Kyle's gonna take this. I'm gonna sail there, and
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. We're gonna pull the other boat out, take it in, get it fixed,
Yeah.
and then go from there.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Like and subscribe.
Like and
Leave
subscribe.
a comment. Let us know what we're doing right and wrong, and help the channel grow so you can see more of our honest boat reviews.